be a photojournalist. I think it's the best job in the world. Sometimes people in exhibitions that I have say to me, Mr. Mydans, why have you spent so many years of your life covering wars? The inference of the question is you must like wars. And I said, no. But my years happen to be the war years of the world. January 9, 1945.
Did you know this picture was going to go around the world like that?
No. I made this picture when MacArthur landed with his forces in northern Luzon in the Philippines and stayed with his forces for some months until they liberated my own prison camp in Manila, which was only about 45 or 50 miles from his landing. I would like to show you something for just a minute.
There's one particular story which was called One Ride with Yankee Papa 13, which involved 17 helicopters, 4 of which were shot down, and quite a lot of people were killed and wounded. And we tried to rescue a pilot off the ship. We landed alongside. A co-pilot from this township wounded. The co-pilot that had climbed onto our ship had 2 bullet holes, one in the arm, one in the leg, one we hadn't noticed, which was the third one, which was just under the armpit, and he died. And it was a very sad moment, a very touching moment, when our crew chief broke down and cried. And everybody was very tense because everybody had suffered through it. And so often I wonder whether it is my right to capitalize, as I feel so often, on the grief of others. But then I justify my own particular thoughts by feeling that if I can contribute a little to the understanding of what others are going through, then there's a reason for doing it. You can't let yourself think.
6, keep your 2 pots.
You can't go out as you see people. A hill near the DMZ not so long ago, when suddenly, just after 5 o'clock as a matter of fact, in came some 122 rockets. People that you were seen alive a few minutes ago suddenly were dead. And you realize that it could have been you.
The work that was being done by the photographers there shaped the opinion of the American public, showed us what was really happening to the average person in Vietnam. They went way beyond politics. In fact, they showed us where the politicians and military leaders were lying to us. They held them accountable for their policies in human terms, and it was unacceptable. Simply by documenting, they created a form of protest, which I think changed the course of history. I think it allowed America to get out of that war much sooner than it would have otherwise if there had been no coverage at all. And the work that was done by those photographers inspired me to become a photographer.
I became friends with people who worked at a Human Rights Commission. And because I'd started taking pictures and doing a bit of photography, they asked me to join their commission. The director of it asked me to join the commission to set up a photo documentation program. And he was killed shortly after that. I had started stringing a little bit, and the first picture that I ever took that actually got wide usage was a picture of my friend, Herbert, lying dead on the ground in El Salvador with 5 bullets in his back. So I had been stringing a little bit here and there for Reuters and AP, and then when he was killed, I decided that I would take this job. Then little by little, I just got into it. I then quit I decided that I liked photography, and that I felt like I could do something with it. As I could use it as a form of denouncing human rights abuses and the situation there.
Quand je suis arrivé à Sipa, 2 ou 3 mois après mon arrivée, je suis allé à Beyrouth. Et c'était génial pour moi, parce que moi j'avais baigné un peu pendant une grande partie de mon adolescence dans les photoreporters, dans les récits de ces photographes héros qui passaient leur temps à Beyrouth, au Vietnam ou ailleurs. Et en allant à Beyrouth, j'allais vers le mythe, quoi, vers une façon idéale de pratiquer la photographie.
J'ai travaillé pour CBS, c'était en juin 82, ça faisait déjà 1 an que j'étais à Beyrouth. On pressentait une invasion israélienne, donc on était tout le temps aux aguets. Et quand j'ai entendu la première bombe, avec mon chauffeur, on a cherché où c'était, on a vu la colonne de fumée, on s'est dirigé vers le stade. Là, j'ai préféré rentrer dans l'enceinte du stade, il fallait argumenter parce qu'il y avait une panique terrible. Et il y avait d'ailleurs un caméraman de TF1, Jean Lugo, qui était lui de l'autre côté, qui est rentré en sens opposé de moi. J'ai vu que les avions allaient revenir, c'est pour ça que je me suis serré contre le mur en béton et j'ai laissé tourner ma caméra et à ce moment-là, la bombe est tombée et le pauvre Jean Lugo, lui, est mort parce qu'il était plus proche de l'impact de la bombe.